Streaming.
All right. Coming to you from the comfort of our own homes in Ohio, Florida, and New York, the championship dart circuit is proud to present the CDC Championship League United States Premier Match of the Week, hosted and presented by Magic Darts Incorporated. Hello again, everyone. I'm Colin Cosell, and I thank you all for joining us here in Week 3 as we feature a prospective match for the ages. Two former Continental Cup champions going toe-to-toe and aki-to-aki in our virtual arena, as the Eagle, Larry Butler, takes on the Mauler, Gary Mawson, and I'll have more on them in just a moment. And as always, tonight's match is a best of 14 race to 8 legs with 2 points on the line. In the event of a tie, each competitor will earn 1 point apiece. Also worth noting, we will take a break after the 7th leg, no matter the score. Now, let's take a look at our last 5 matchups. Or I'm sorry, we're taking a look at our standings. I'm a little slow at the uptake here. It's been a crazy kind of week. Jim Long leading the Canadian bracket with 4 points. Matt Campbell and Kylie Edmonds and Kiefer Durham right behind him with 2 points apiece. Sean Brennan with 1, Kerry Way with 1, and Ross Snook looking to get off the snide tomorrow night. He'll try to do that against Kylie Edmonds. And in the United States division, we've got Gary Mawson in the lead with 4 points, tied with Jeremiah Millar, then Danny Lauby, Nick Lindberg, but Chuck Pulio, Joe Chaney, and Larry Butler all with no points. So we've got first and last place squaring off tonight. Larry Butler looking to get off the snide, and what better way to do it than against his old pal and foe, Gary Mawson. So let's get to know these guys a little bit better. Not that you need to. These are two legends, but you've got Larry Butler, 61 years old. Shocking, I know. He does not look a day over 40. He's from Fairborn, Ohio, and currently lives in Dayton, Ohio. You all know his nickname. And, of course, Gary Mawson, 56, also not looking a day over 40. Originally from Ontario, the Canadian expat now lives in Lehigh Acres, Florida, where it has been scorching hot all week. So sorry to hear that. All right, so let's get Larry and Gary, the two rhyming names, here on the spotlight. Gary, come back. I want to talk to you. I'm going to go to you first because I know your internet's been shoddy from time to time. So, Gary, first of all, you had a really tough match the other night. We're seeing you in back-to-back streams, I should say. It was a tough one emotionally. You toughed it out, and you had just a phenomenal second half against Danny Lauby. How are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling great. I'm hoping the internet is working well, and I just can't wait to with this match.
Excellent. And Larry, the Eagle Butler, it is a pleasure as always, my friend, to see you, and welcome to the stream. Tell me, what have you been up to during this this pandemic, the quarantine? Have you been able to work? Like, fill us in on your life right now.
Not much. Just been sheltering at home, as the Ohio government said. But,
well, good. That's you know what. Thank you for doing that. What's that?
A few trips to the grocery store.
Yeah, those are the scariest ones. Seeing everyone in their masks and gloves. Well, to extend a hint of normalcy, gentlemen, let's get this match underway. A rematch of the 2015 Continental Cup, in which Larry eked it out 9-8. So that adds a nice little caveat to tonight's match. But Larry, you're going to be leading off because you won the cork behind the scenes in our private players room that no one's allowed to see and will never see, come pandemic or not. So, Larry, Gary, shoot well. Thank you, gentlemen, so much.
You're on, Gary.
All right, so a little background on these guys in case you're not familiar with Larry Butler and Gary Mawson. The Eagle, an 8-time CDC event winner and 1-time runner-up. That's right, he's 8 for 9 in making it to the finals of CDC event. He's had 2 trips to the Continental Cup finals and won that, of course, in the inaugural year in 2015. Gary Mawson, 3-time CDC event winner. He's a CDC match play champion and had 3 trips to the Cup finals. He won that, of course, in 2018.
41.
And that infamous first match, that first championship, that first Continental Cup between Mawson and Butler, Butler eked out the win 9-8. So we are underway here. We thank you all so much for joining us here on this, whatever your weather is like, Tuesday night, the 21st of April. And there's the maximum to open up from Gary Mawson, picking up where he left off against Danny Lauby.
140.
And there's a ton 40 from Larry Butler, putting a little bit of pressure back on Mawson, so to speak. Mawson, really the pressure is to keep these perfect darts flying. 4 perfect darts. Oh, the 5th one goes a little north. And there's a ton for Mawson. And if you're joining us for the first time, the interesting part of these dart productions is that the players themselves are part of the production. Those are their cameras, their boards, their lighting, everything. They work with our production team of Kevin Malafont and L. David Irete. And it's really tremendous what all the players are doing. But also you get to hear their reactions in real time. As you can see, Gary lost a little bit of steam after that 5th dart did not fall into the trip 20, but still able to knock out a beautiful ton 40. So Gary down to an out. Larry trying to find that triple 20.
85.
Does so with the 3rd dart. But is it too little too late? An 81 to get things started. No harm, no foul for Gary, though. Not getting the out, but he will have another chance. As Larry aforementioned, he's staying home, and to all of you that are, thank you. The only way we're really going to get through this is if you do. So just ride it out. I know it sucks. I hate it too, but not as much as Gary hates that double 16. He wants to crush it with his dart. Do it. No, that's not the way, Gary. Walk it in. That's a 16, not listening to me at all. And that's an 8 that was pretty much hitting the tee, the lower part of the tee in Pro Tour on his target dartboard. Disappointment indeed for Gary Mawson. Larry Butler with a chance to steal this and yet hold throw simultaneously. Disappointment audible out of Larry. Now Mawson, double 8. And it looks like a single. It is indeed now going for that double 4. Good marker. And a marker indeed. Bounces off his own dart. And Gary Mawson, the mauler, takes down the Eagle in leg 1. No, he did not. I am wrong. I misread it. The drama is unbelievable. It's tangible. It is crazy. I'm losing my marbles. Larry Butler is winning this leg. Good gracious, people. This is insane. I'm just kidding. It's leg 1. There's a lot of darts to be played. We will be taking a break after the 7th leg. Now you get the full view of the Dart Connect with, of course, our sponsors, our USA Darts Production team of Kevin Malafont and L. David Irete, providing it on YouTube and the live stream that is on the Facebook page for the CDC. It's facebook.com/Champ Darts. There's a ton out of Larry. So the players communicating with each other. Luckily, they cannot hear me. But let's just face it. In our 3rd week, I think I've made that the most dramatic first leg we've heard. Pat Gallagher enjoys it. I enjoy Pat Gallagher. And that voice you hear in the background would be our Alexa, who decided that Pat Gallagher's name is going to trigger her for whatever reason. If you heard that, I hope so. It's hilarious. Don't know what she was trying to tell me. Doesn't matter. Back to the darts. No, I'm not channeling my grandfather, Paul. Are you out of your mind? I want this to be good. Come on, Paul. If I did as my grandfather, it would take me at least 10 minutes to explain a 1080. No, I'm just
100.
kidding. There can be only one Cosell, one Howard Cosell, and I'll just be the other Cosell, which you can find me on Instagram at the other Cosell. Shameless plugs.
83.
I warned everyone in the chat room that tonight's broadcast was going to be a little bit loopy. I'm a bit overtired, head is spinning, been a kind of crazy week. But hey, that's going to be it's going to make it more entertaining for all of you at home.
85.
And for me too. Let's be real. So Larry Butler, arguably the most decorated and celebrated United States dart shot, looking to extend his lead. There's a nice ton out of Gary, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, that was a 60. I can't read tonight. I apologize. So Larry Butler is going to leave the door open for the mauler.
98.
But a beautiful third dart. That triple 20 leaves him 18. Not my favorite double out, but that's because I'm terrible at darts. Gary Mawson now. Gets the 19. Leaves him with 94. Triple 18 double top. There's the triple 18 double top to notch this thing. And he does so. 113 out for Gary Mawson, our high out of the night, because it's our second leg of the night. So each shooter goes up and breaks the other. Fascinating way to start this off. So a 125 from Butler to lead off. Mawson now
45.
had a little trouble with that single 5 in the early stages of his match against Laube. That's Danny Laube, formerly the artist formerly known as Laube 2. A lot of back and forth until the second half of the match, and Gary just went off, taking down the reigning CDC champion. Mawson now looking for the maximum. Gets a ton, 40. Larry Butler with a little bit of assistance tonight. His son James is doing the scoring. So you
100.
may employ your own chalker. It's a brave new world. Make up your own rules. Who cares? It's Aldous Huxley. Thank you for the kind words from Jeff Dodson. We are doing our best. We really appreciate those kind words. And to Brian Charlton, yes, the Mets are in first place and would be even if they were playing. Thank you very much.
96.
96 out of Butler now. A more traditional player. A lot of people these days would be going for that double-double, double 20, double 20. Doubt we're going to see that out of Larry, but who knows? Again, brave new world. And that's a 180, my dear friend Anthony Eugenia would say, from Gary Mawson. Puts the pressure on Butler. Butler now going fat, double top. I believe that was a song by
Third dart.
Chucky Booker. Oh, and there it is. Butler able to hold throw. The first time we've seen it tonight in our third leg, entering leg number 5 now. Mawson trying to do the same. James Eugenia, of course, LFGM. Come on now. But in the meantime, LFCDC. LFG CDC, I should say. Otherwise, that works out kind of awkwardly. Larry Butler, 2 perfect darts to lead off the first for the 4th leg, and the third one splits the uprights. but in the wrong direction. Still a ton 40, a beautiful start for Butler. $100 as called by Mawson. 301 means, of course, he's going to have to double in, double out. Just kidding.
96.
96 from Butler. $140. As you see the score come up on your Dart Connect, leaves him 161. Gary Mawson down to an out. The pressure now on Butler to get himself down to an out. More than capable of doing so, especially with that second dart dropping the triple 20. Third one goes just north and comes away with an 89. So Butler will not have a chance of an out. Mawson looking to capitalize on his 113 out in the last leg.
65.
But in the words of the great duo Hall & Oates, say no go. Now over to Larry Butler. Ton 76.
Yeah, come on.
No matter what, he will be down to an out. We know that at least. 44, he said, with a hint of disappointment in his voice. Mawson, 2 dart out. Not going to happen. It's going to require 3. Oh, double 8. Going to require at least 4. Mawson left with 8, a double 4 for Gary. Larry Butler now looking to take a 3-1 lead. Went for the bullseye. Came up a
49.
bit short. Frustrated darts from the Eagle, those last 2. So now, Gary Mawson, 3 at the double 4. And it takes just 1. So we are notched at 2. Oh, buckle up, folks. We got ourselves a Tommy knocker. Right? That's a term, right? It's another term for fight.
135.
135 is not a term for it, but I'll take it, Larry Butler. A beautiful way to start this 5th leg. Larry, of course, shooting his 22-gram signature Eagle 2 darts by Dynasty Japan. Larry is the CDC's 12th ranked in the order of merit, 2-year order of merit.
100.
There's a ton from Larry. Here, of course, the Mauler shooting his 21-gram Mawson signature by Unicorn. He is currently ranked number 6. There's a 140 for Mawson. The caveat to that being Larry missed 2018, having suffered a heart attack, a near-fatal heart attack. So every dart he throws is a gift, much like that
180.
180 out of Larry Butler. A gift to himself, but not to Gary. The pressure now on the Mauler. Tim Zollner, the race is to 8. It's the first to 8, or unless they tie at 7, best of 14. But David Garfinkel's on top of that. David Garfinkel, of course, Dirty Jersey Darts. Create some pretty stellar jerseys out there. Made me mine. I appreciate it. You can also get them at a-zdarts.com. We have a lot of possible outlets, as Larry Butler tried to show me up by going for the out there at the double 7. Lost track of the match for a second. I apologize. There's a trip. Oh, look at this. Oh, you heard it out of Gary's mouth. You heard it out of mine as well. The guttural scream. .107 scored, leaves him 14. Both men notched at 14. Man, did I ever hate the double 7. Double 9 and double 7. What is it with you guys? Trying to bring back bad memories, some PTSD on my dart tape. Oh, Butler comes up short. Now the Mauler. Double 7. Good marker right on the wire. And that is exactly what he used it for. It took 2 darts to knock it down. And now Mawson is up 3-2. Shot a 107 on that particular leg. And now we're all caught up with Dart Connect. And, of course, a huge shout-out to Dart Connect, our purveyor of scores, and the purveyor of scores around the world. Ton 40 for Mawson to lead off this sixth leg. We will have a break after the seventh leg. So if you got to go, you got to pee, cross your legs. Got two more legs to go. Cross your two legs and wait two legs. That's what I meant to say. Clever, witty, fun. Yay. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope all of you who practice are of the religion. Hope you had a marvelous 420 yesterday.
100.
Mahler just all over that trip 20.
$100.
Just a reminder, in speaking of, someone answered the phone. I heard the text coming in. It was a buzz. Speaking of our sponsors, Magic Darts, go to a-zdarts.com. They've started up their blog, and that's a 180 for Gary Mawson, looking to get the first two-leg lead in tonight's match. But back to
41.
Magic Darts Incorporated, a-zdarts.com. They've started a blog. You just go to a-zdarts.com, click on the blog link, and you will find all sorts of great blogs. We've got some amazing pointers and insight from Dax Munna. We've got a story on Fallon Sherrick. We've got all sorts of stuff. So make sure you go and check that out. Support the people that support us. In doing so, you are supporting darts as a whole.
140.
140 for Larry Butler. Mawson is in a different time zone. I'm a bit confused. Mawson got the double 16. Yes. Okay, so now we're all caught up. Little known fact, Gary Mawson is using a 56K dial-up modem from 1999, the type that would make all sorts of sounds when you logged into your AOL account to go on your instant messenger and leave something clever with 3 possible
95.
emojis. There's a 95 out of Larry Butler to lead off this seventh leg. We will have a break at the end of this leg.
$85.
Steve Doyle, I don't know what you're talking about.
22.
The double deuce out of the Eagle. Can a mauler maul an eagle, or can an eagle's talons carry a mauler? That is the question here if you're just going by nickname. Or is it the battle of the rhymes, the Larry versus the Gary? But for us enthusiasts and historians, we realize, nope, this is just a rematch of the inaugural Continental Cup Championship between Larry Butler and Gary Mawson, in which Larry won 9-8.
$100.
That is the sound of a disappointing 100 for Gary Mawson. You can tell by his tone. Again, one of the fun additions of having darts presented in this fashion, keeping in mind that we are one of the only outlets in the world, in the entire world, providing live professional sports. If I do say so myself, we're doing it pretty damn well, given the circumstances. Mawson sizing up his numbers, trying to find the right out for him. That is a 106. Definitely not what he wanted at all. No out whatsoever, but no harm, no foul. Larry Butler is not going to be able to take out his 159.
$99.
So 99 for Larry. Mawson now only hoping to get himself down to a comfortable out.
$65.
So the 65 from Mawson leaves him a 2-dart out, but Larry Butler with different plans in mind. The double 10 required to take this to 4-3.
40.
And it's a 40 scored. So Mawson now with a chance to extend his lead. Butler desperately needs a win tonight, has not acquired any points so far. Then again, we're only in week 3, but every point counts. So the Mauler. There's the treble, double top.
Game.
Knocks it down in 2 darts. And as we go to break, Gary Mawson extends his lead now to 5-2. It was back and forth. And then once it got to 2-2, Mauler has not looked back. We're going to take a brief break. In the meantime, we want you all to take a look at the following advertisement, as it were, across the pond from our dear friends at Magic Darts Incorporated, a-zdarts.com, and their new blog. Here's some more information for it. Take a look right now. And a huge shout out to Jennifer Mounts over at Magic Darts Incorporated. She provides us with our graphics and everything that you see there. She does an absolutely tremendous job. And I hope, Pat Gallagher, at home, you were able to take that chance to drink it in, man. It's funny, as soon as I said Pat Gallagher's name, my wife, Julia, who you all know and love, she's definitely the better half in this marriage. She did the drink it in, man pose and knocked it out of the park. Sorry I couldn't show it to you, but just not going to happen. But you can imagine it. There's the Hall of Fame. It's out there. So once again, the CDC Championship League, week number 3, our live stream to kick off this week from the United States bracket, Larry Butler and Gary Mawson. They both broke each other and then came back and held throw. And then after that, it has been all Gary. He's been hitting the outs when necessary. Some errant darts out of Larry Butler. We expect to see a different eagle here in the second half. We know what he's capable of. But he's got to step it up, because what we've seen out of Gary Mawson, if last week's stream was any indication, he can put his foot on your throat and will not let go. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to give a thanks and shout out to our sponsors, Magic Darts Incorporated, a-zdarts.com, and of course, Dart Connect for providing the scoring, and USA Darts Productions for providing the streaming, Kevin Malenfant, rather. Sorry, it's too many Garys and Larrys. And L. David Irate. And, of course, tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern, we have our Canadian bracket, Kylie Edmonds and Ross Snook, going head-to-head. That's right. Both of their heads are in that picture, and they will be clashing tomorrow night virtually in our virtual arena. The CDC Championship League, one of the only outlets to watch professional sports live during the COVID-19 era, the pandemic, when I urge everyone to stay at home. And of course, once again, a huge shout out and thank you to all of our first responders out there, those on the front lines, our doctors, our nurses, our police, firefighters, EMTs, and of course, our teachers who are having to step up their game, game and teach virtually. We love and thank all of you for everything you have done during these crazy and strange times, but here we are trying to bring you some normalcy. All right, so gentlemen, we're going to have you come back to the hockey. The break is over. We hope you've enjoyed it. Utilize it to the best of your ability. There they both are. Mawson with a 95 average on the match so far. Butler with an 87. Mawson is going to lead off our 8th leg. It is a race 6-8. So if Mawson wins a couple legs, all Larry can hope for is a tie. Gary just requires 3 legs, but Larry, once he gets on fire, hell hath no fury like the eagle. He can go on a 6-0 run. You have no idea what he's capable of. Caw-caw, as my friends would say over in the St. Louis Battlehawks, which no longer exists because rest in peace, XFL.
Are you ready, Larry?
Yeah, I'm good, Gary.
The players communicating with each other. They're ready to go. Mawson is going to lead off. Buckle up, folks. This should be fun.
Six.
60 to open for the Mauler.
It was only 60.
Which is exactly what I said, but he put in an 81 by accident.
Momento.
Yes, the old spinning wheel of death. No one likes to see that on their screen. And now we are updated. There it is. Mawson figured it out. 59 for Butler. Lackluster darts out of these 2 mega talents, these 2 legendary dart shots here in the United States. Of course, Gary is former Canadian.
I did.
That was the voice of James Butler.
It says we don't have the board.
The other night, could also go by Jimmy. We don't know.
It's telling us we don't have control.
Uh-oh.
Even though my name's highlighted.
Yeah, I made a mistake. I hit 60. And
you hit 81. Yeah.
So I fixed it. So
hit back there, see what happens.
Back.
No, I scored 6. I fixed it.
Try hitting back.
Did I send control to him now?
Yes. Yes. Hit the back button.
You can't hit the back button. You have to click control the match.
Oh.
Click 99. See if that works.
So,
what does that say?
control the match. And it says score the current turn. Let me try that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for
99.
being with us during these trying times while we figure out what we're doing.
Put in 99, Gary. Can you type 99 in right now, Gary?
Oh. Yeah. Enter.
Yeah, enter.
Okay. There we go.
Nothing popped up for us.
It's good. It's popped over for him.
No.
And we are back.
Oh.
A little communication
nothing
between
happened.
the players.
Oh, yeah, it didn't score on our side.
Or on the thing.
Oh, never mind. Stand by.
Wait till he scores again.
I just hit a ton. So I'm going to hit a ton and shoot it. There we go.
It's not working.
Yeah, our side just stuck at your 60 and nothing else.
But it won't.
Oh, it's got control the match on my side again.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing has updated on our since you.
What do we do?
Don't worry, L. David Irene is on his way to the rescue.
It's not working, guys.
Jesus. God.
Well, he just covered the Father and the Son. Will Gary cover the Holy Ghost?
Take the board. Cancel. Control the map. Okay. What happens? You are now scoring for Larry B's turn. Okay. All right. There you go. Do you have control?
Nope.
No, punch in the 99 again. Or is it? Is
no, his thing's above us. His has already had 100.
Oh, yeah, I don't
I
know.
remember anything from the late 80s. The only one who had control
Okay,
was
Try
Janet
hitting your
Jackson.
back button. See if that goes back a little bit. See if you can go back a couple of turns.
Okay. You want me to hit back one?
Yeah, hit back. It's
Hit
not
me
going back?
60 and 100 and you 99. Want me
Right.
to hit back? I'll hit it. I'll hit it.
Yeah, because we only have the 60 on ours.
Now it's
I still
okay, so
only
you
have
want me
60.
to undo the 100?
Right.
Okay. Replay.
Can you undo the 99? Can you
No,
go
I did
back
not
any
undo
further?
it yet. No.
No.
Can you undo the 100, the 60?
Can you undo yours? Your first score?
Try. We're now scoring Larry B's turn.
Okay.
Okay.
No. It still says we don't have control. I don't know what
Okay,
happened.
so do I go back again?
Yeah, hit back one more
I'll
time.
keep going back. Undo, back.
Are you back to 501 yet?
Oh. Yeah, I'm back to the beginning. 501. All right.
Uh-huh.
Gary Mawson, Larry Butler.
Okay, Gary.
So it's me, right?
Gary?
Or you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's me. So I hit 60.
Yeah.
Larry at 99. Okay.
We still don't have control though.
We still have no control.
Just
It's
control.
like you're on a different game than us now.
They've lost control of Dark Connect. We've lost control of the match, but I'm in full control
Oh, wait,
of
I
this
got it.
glass
I
of
got it.
water that I'm going to call beer. Just kidding.
All right, there you go. So now I go 100.
Yep.
There we go. All right, there you go.
All right, good deal.
Excellent, gentlemen. Shoot well, and we will wrap this match up somewhere by Wednesday morning. Just kidding. What a fun time it is. Technology is our friend.
59.
The robot overlords will take us one day. Back to your normally scheduled broadcast.
45.
We'll see if that little interlude right after the break affects either of these guys.
140.
Freddie Weingartner completely encapsulating what we're all thinking in yay.
$60.
So we all learned a valuable lesson tonight about how Dart Connect works and how if you're losing control,
95.
just go back to the very beginning. A very good place to start. We learned that from Julie Andrews in The Sound of Music.
140.
Teamwork indeed does make the dream work, and we saw it there tonight. Bitter foes. Yeah, take that triple 20 out, Gary. What are you doing? James, I'm actually, I'm literally drinking water.
45.
Jonah Fallon. That's funny.
And 2.
Mawson out, and he takes it out with 2 darts, 96. I'm going to get back into my broadcasting groove. These guys are getting back into their dart groove. Both shot 88 on that leg. Mawson comes away with it, 94 on the match, 87 on the match. Butler looking to hold throw, does not want this to get away from him any further. One more leg to Gary, and all he can hope for is a tie. Mawson now with a suspenseful start to this ninth leg, and a little bit of a lag apparently. So we'll just figure it out based on what's going on in the score. Both men seemingly shooting at the same time because, again, Mawson using that 56K dial-up modem.
100.
Takes me back. Ton from Larry Butler, now Mawson. 361. Four short of a full year. And Mawson then hits the 180, the maximum. That's a 180, says one of my normal broadcast partners, Anthony Eugenia, and one of the founding
100.
fathers of this tremendous league and the circuit in general. Also miss my other broadcast partner, Mark Taggart. I do a lot more talking when I don't have you guys with me. It's either for the benefit or the discredit of what we're doing here. Either way, we're having fun.
$83.
So now Mawson down to 121. He's been knocking down his outs all night. 121 would be the high out. We'll find out if he's able to do so. It's going to require a bullseye. Not going to happen. Didn't hit that 17, so now just brings himself down to a 59. Larry Butler, though, no chance at an out. Definitely looking forward to that how-to story that's going to be in the blog on how-to with Dart Connect on a-zdarts.com in their blog. Forgive me for clearing my throat.
159.
So a nice big round from Butler. Puts the pressure on Mawson, or does it? 19, double top for the Mauler. The Canadian expat now, Lehigh Acres, Florida resident, takes it down in 2 darts. He has been doing so over and over again throughout the night and is 1 leg away from taking down the Eagle. Retribution for the 2015, the inaugural Continental Cup in which Butler won 9-8. Larry can only hope for a tie now. Mawson has been on fire. He leads the United States division. His darts at a level that's going to force everyone to up their game. A 140 for Mawson to lead off this 10th and pivotal leg.
And a 40.
And a 40 for Butler. So Mawson getting that much closer to smelling victory on back-to-back streams. A bit of history for the CDC League. The championship league, if you will. And then a 55 just to show that he is, in fact, human.
$36.
But a 36 from Larry Butler lets us know that perhaps this will be Gary's night after all.
$96.
And a nice big 96, not pleased with the first start, drops down and gives himself 210s. Now
45.
Butler hoping for a maximum there, comes away at 45. Sounds dejected by the tone of his voice. Now Gary Mawson. shooting a 96 average on the match.
100.
97 in this particular leg. Ups that a little bit by 1, making it a 98 average for this leg.
85.
85 from Butler. It sounds like this is the end for Butler in this particular match. Mawson now. Oh, he wanted that double ball. Did not get it. Goes for the 9 and gets it. So now Mawson
94.
sitting pretty, looking to make very quick work in light of the technical difficulties.
60.
Can't wait for the blog about Gary Mawson's performance in the opening weeks on a-zdarts.com. I just forced someone into having to write something. There's a single 8, double 4, as we've seen many times throughout this match. And there it is. Mawson does it. What was once a back and forth match between the two gentlemen. They were once tied at 2, and then Mawson stepped it up to a whole other gear. 8-2 Mawson over Larry Butler, avenging his loss from 5 years ago. Not that it's still fresh in his mind, but there you have it.
You play well, buddy.
All right.
Save match.
As they figured out the logistics of Dart Connect, I will ask if we can get a quick interview with you gentlemen. If you can hear me, step into your designated spots. Larry, first time on the stream. Great to see you tonight. Came up a little bit short. You guys were notched at 2. What happened after that, entering that 5th leg and thereafter?
Well, Gary was playing very well tonight. Better than I was. I mean, I could have been a lot closer earlier. I missed a couple darts, a couple of turns at doubles earlier, which could have put it evener, or could have made me a lot closer. But Gary basically gave me the first game because I think he missed 6 in that one. So, if we both hit our doubles when we should have, he should have been up 4-3 at the break anyway. But he played very well.
Larry, looking forward, what are you going to do? How are you going to practice? How are you going to approach your future matches to get back into the win column we know you're capable of?
Well, in all honesty, I played a few online things. I haven't really got the hang of this online stuff yet. For some reason, it's just not. It doesn't feel comfortable to me yet. So hopefully, we can get back to playing head-to-head in person. I feel a lot more
That's an interesting caveat that we will address at another time. But Larry, thank you so much for playing tonight. It's always a privilege and an honor to broadcast your matches and to have you on. So thank you so much, and best of luck moving forward. We'll see you on the stream again, I'm sure.
Thank you, Colin. It's always a pleasure.
All right, Larry, take care. Gary Mawson, with a victory snip. You guys were notched at 2. I basically said it to Larry before. After that, you just took full control. What kicked it into high gear, and what are you drinking?
None of your business.
If you've ever seen Max Headroom, we're gonna cut the interview off. Unfortunately, Gary his internet is ancient. Wait, here we go. Yeah, so Gary Mawson doing his best Max Headroom. Your internet's not working for us. I'm sorry, brother. We appreciate it. Wonderful win tonight. That's back-to-back stream victories for Gary Mawson, who, again, if you don't know who Max Headroom is, just Google it. It was a staple in the 80s. And Gary Mawson kind of looks like what Max Headroom would look like today, I imagine. But we thank them both. And, of course, we thank all of you at home. That's going to do it for tonight's match. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in, sharing, chatting, and enjoying one of the few live sporting events available in the world during these strange and trying times. We hope to see you all again tomorrow for the Canadian match of the week. Kylie Edmonds, Ross Snook, head-to-head, 8 p.m. Eastern, as always. And another quick reminder to check out the new blog on a-zdarts.com. Go to the site, click on blog, and enjoy many riveting articles from such dart geniuses as Dax Muna. Speaking of A to Z Darts, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Magic Darts Incorporated. Visit a-zdarts.com for all your darts needs. And thank you to Dart Connect for just simply being awesome and offering scoring without the chalk on your hands or the marker on your fingertips. This broadcast was brought to you by USA Dart Productions, courtesy of Kevin Malenfant and our super producer, L. David Irete. On behalf of Larry, Gary, and our amazing crew whose names don't rhyme, but they're still working their tails off behind the scenes in the CDC, I'm Colin Cosell saying stay home, stay safe, take care of one another, be nice. We'll see you tomorrow.